We're building a drift bike, and you never got to ride it when it was a race bike?
No.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
There was nothing fun about it. Not my first choice. All right, well, we're gonna put a clutch in. Oh my God, I just spit this really hot cup of Strike Force in my face.
Hot Strike Force.
Well, it was really warm water that was just sitting on my toolbox for who knows how long. We're back. We're building a drift bike out of a 2018's lowrider, at least it used to be. Then we turned it into a street bob. Then we turned it into a swing arm converted stunt bike. That was our track rider series. There's a playlist about, sorry, street rider series. That's when I was trying to build a stunt bike out of an M8 Softail.
Is that playlist?
Yeah, still a playlist. You go from when I traded my old Dyna, the Pusue Magneto. It was an 03 T-Sport that I had for like 11 years. Very built, very custom, very famous bike in its time, and that's what I learned to stunt ride on and everything.
You traded it for this.
I traded it for this. This was a stock lowrider with some suspension and some shit on it, like your standard like Dyna Bro kind of build for that time. And I fucking hated it. Hated the lowrider. Hated how it sat. Hated how it rode. So I traded my buddy out of Street Bob. All the Street Bob stuff. You just unbolt these rails and gas tank, swap real quick. So we did that, and then I had to weld some stuff in his gas tank, and it exploded in my face and almost knocked me out. It was crazy. That's all on video.
I have that video.
Yeah, it's on YouTube too.
Oh, is it still there? Hell yeah.
I think we put it on there. That was bad. It exploded, dude. We washed it out, let it evaporate, and it just didn't evaporate long enough. I was impatient. As soon as I went, zzz, it went boom, and wow, my helmet saved my life.
That was crazy, dude.
Yeah, and then we turned into a stunt bike, did some
like
stunt riding on it, sucked for wheelies, really good for drifting, was a good time. Swing arm conversion, we did this with Dirty Bird Concepts back in the day and kind of turned it into this type of, sold a bunch of them, don't do it anymore. Then we went to a Bagger Race League open track day, put slicks on my stunt bike, put Sean and Varsky, Street Bike Sean, on my stunt bike, and Sean was putting down the same times as the pros, and we went, holy fuck, we could win, and then went really hard. Spent a lot of money and development and tons of track time and built an extremely fast race bike and went out and kicked a lot of ass. For a bit, Sean wrecked, and then it's just been sitting for years, and we redid it already. New wheels, much lower to the ground. It was probably 5 inches taller than this before. We're putting the belly pan back on, and we're gonna build like an FD style drift machine for some Harley Davidson drift comp that we put together. First video is on our YouTube as well. If I can remember to do all this, I'll put cards, because you can do that up here sometimes. And you can watch all them videos. Sometimes I pull it off, sometimes I don't. All right, well today, sorry, I just went on a ramble. I know most of you already quit watching. This is a Rekluse clutch. It's a Rekluse auto clutch, so you don't have to use a clutch. You can just give it gas and not give it gas, or you can use the clutch if you want to. It's like the super cheat code. Which we were like, man, I kind of want to try this out because I think it would be kind of a super arm pump cheat code when you're drifting a lot and clutching on and off. And I talked to one of the sales guy at Rekluse, and they said this thing makes like 150 horsepower, and this clutch is really not rated to be clutch dumped at 150 horsepower over and over and over again. But I've been running Rekluse clutches in all of my shit for quite some time, and I ran one in my 200 horsepower bagger.
Had one. Yeah.
200 horsepower, man. I beat the living shit out of it.
Yeah, I remember
so
that. Hammered it.
I'm going to say, f it. I'm going to put it in anyways. And if I blow it up, I mean, I deserve it because I was told not to do it, and I'm going to do it anyways because I beat the shit out of their clutches and never had an issue. And I kind of want to try this. It's the auto thing. It's a different kind of setup. It has the clutch almost engaged all the time, and then there's this plate inside that goes in and out with RPM that I don't know how it works. I'm making most of this up, and then it auto clutches. So you can just pull up to a stoplight in whatever gear you want to and let off the gas, and it just doesn't. You're just like pulling the clutch in, and then you give it gas, and it goes brrr. Mark had it in his Sportster and his race bike.
Yeah, it was a little weird to get used to, like not having to do it.
It was hard to trust it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Held together nice and sporty though.
But they've been using it in motocross and supercross forever. So I feel like it can do it. I think it can do it. And if it don't, we'll put another clutch in.
I think he was probably just more likely covering his ass.
100% honesty, they sent us this one for free. This was going to be for the chopper because we were going to jockey shift it. But it was like, no way. Just to order to pull that off and really build all that stuff, we needed another month realistically, and we just didn't have it at all, and I just couldn't get it done. So this has been sitting, and we needed something cool to do with it. So I think maybe this could be a new cheat code, because you can just be instead of having a clutch in and out, you're like this. Bob, 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 bob. I could just be going like this. Off, on, off, on. Doing this like I'm riding a bull all around. I don't really got it like that, but it'd be cool. 150 horsepower, super light. I don't think I'm even gonna need a clutch to do a burnout with that hard ass tire on the back. It's gonna be terrifying to ride.
Man, I don't know.
You think it'd be easy? It's either gonna be really easy
like, it
and
depends,
awesome.
Yeah, how like the off is. If off is like off, you know, and it like grabs.
Yeah, that would suck.
Or if off will still drag a little bit, because like.
I think it's light enough in the back because there's nothing on this bike anymore. And it's just gonna be just a wheel behind me. We'll put a long chain on it and like it's pretty long. Holy shit, it's already at the back of the adjusters.
Yeah, we need to take some out.
Did we put a smaller sprocket on, huh?
I think so.
Yep. I had a 53, we went to a 51. I also made first gear pretty long, so I can roll it out for a little more.
Man, maybe a 53 would be like better for it, I think.
I don't remember what's on there.
I'm just like concerned about off the bottom, you know?
It's so violent. You've never rode this, have you?
Well, no. Yeah, you're right. I forget.
Have you never rode this?
No, I haven't actually.
I can't believe you never rode this.
Never
for
rode
one, and you never got to ride it when it was a race bike?
No.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
There was nothing fun about it at all. It was just
You
ungodly.
were also really big for it too, though. When
yeah,
you sat
when
on
you're
this
sucked
thing,
up
you
like
were
this,
fucking
leaned
like,
up, but it was making like 160s, mid 160s on race gas, and it was not fun to ride. Like, not fun at all. I rode it once and was like, nope, I'm cool. I don't need that shit.
I think I took it to Stubbs and back when we first did like the first iteration of the change.
That's how I rode it too.
Yeah.
I rode to Buddy Stubbs and back and said, fuck that shit. You can have this, Sean. It was insane. I was coming down the hill in third gear, and it's just a little turn like this downhill, and I rolled on the gas, and it stood me right the fuck up into a wheelie, and I was, nope, I'm out. I didn't even give it that much gas. We down-tuned her quite a bit, put it back on pump gas.
Yeah, but
And I think a shit tire on the back, I'm just gonna have to go vroom, 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 vroom. It's gonna be like that, that's it. It's gonna throw smoke like crazy and sound majestic. All right, well, we're gonna put a clutch in. I'm gonna leave that to Trent, because I gotta do some work on my computer, which really sucks.
the thing that stuck out to me about this in the instructions is how you adjust the clutch. Because you have to like, usually bottom it out, turn it out, whatever. You bottom it out and then go a turn in. So you like engage the clutch or disengage the clutch, is that, whatever. You go the opposite direction, which I'm guessing that just helps slip the clutch a little bit. Disengaging. Yeah, I always get that confused. I'm gonna show you guys. So gently turn the adjuster screw clockwise until it stops under moderate pressure. That's the point where you usually back it out. You're feeling the point at which the screw bottoms out and starts to lift the pressure plate. Once you have found the starting point, tighten the adjuster screw one turn clockwise. So you're going into the pressure plate. I just found out a lot of information by skimming through the instructions. So this is the plate that does all the work for the auto clutch. This is what makes it auto clutch. It like helps the clutch pack slip and engage and disengage, whatever. But there's tuning options. You could tune that to your idle RPM. With these springs that they include, there's like white and gold springs, and there's probably springs in there.
Can you set the RPM range? Like,
Yeah.
what does it, is there a
There's
guide
a chart
for it?
Yeah, there's a chart. It's idle RPM, the spring combination, and the engagement setting. So you could do
What's the highest you can go?
1150, like greater than 1150. So like
Yeah.
1150 up, they recommend the 6 white springs at an extra high engagement. It also says engines with stage 3 plus modifications or modified cylinder, heads and cams are recommended to be tuned in the high or extra high setting.
How do we go to extra high?
6 white springs.
And that's only 1,100 RPMs?
That's greater than 1,100 RPM, yeah.
So we don't know?
No, but this thing probably idles at what, 9
Yeah.
to 1,000? So
I want it to be like a high stall torque converter and automatic, you know, like where you can rev it and it don't grab till 3,000, so it's like a wah bam. I wanted to start engaging as late as possible. I want to get some RPMs out of it before it engages. So I'm fucking whop whop. When I'm taking off regular, I'm not going to use it like an automatic clutch. I'll use my clutch.
Yeah.
But when I'm drifting, I'd like it to have more fucking smack.
We're gonna figure it out, you know.
Put her on the high side. I want
All right.
high RPM.
I'm a high side this thing.
Probably gotta soak that muff in some shit. Wow, that's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see it.
This is a nice piece of, I don't know, you know, aluminum, whatever. This
That's
is
some
nice.
Star Wars shit right there.
Yeah. It looks like I'm holding a very crucial piece of like the Death Star or something.
Right, that's the key.
Yeah, this is like the portal that Luke had to shoot that thing in, you know.
Rekluse makes the most interesting looking clutches, that's for sure.
100%.
It's awesome.
Their Apex clutch.
It definitely looks like it generates some sort of nuclear power or something like that.
something. Yeah, it looks way more important than what it does.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
Iron Man.
Yeah. That's where you put your infinity stone on your chest. So they come stock with green springs. They offer gold springs and white springs. Their white springs are the stiff springs. We're still waiting on a Dark Horse compensator for this thing. It's on its way. It hasn't shown up yet. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do the clutch. So that's why there's no chain or the rest of the primary is not there.
I don't know that one.
I like to do the last little bit by hand.
Just making sure you're doing a good job.
Oh no. Guy's been breathing down my neck my whole career. Yeah. Smells like deer meat mostly. Come on, give her to me. Thank you. Let's see if I can get them all to come off at once. Come on, give her to me. Give her to me, be nice. Yeah, the gear wrench chair is nice, but man, this is my favorite part about Rekluse clutches right here is the steel sleeves that they send, because clutches beat the hell out of these baskets all the time. You can't feel them, they're not grooved yet, but on pretty much most every twin cam dyna, if you pull your clutch apart, I bet your basket has grooves in it. Mine sure does. I don't need to reuse any of the OEM shit. Make sure you get these out of your too. Most aftermarket clutches will require you to get rid of these. I think like Energy One and all them, you still run them, but plates are ready to go back in after they've been soaking for 5 minutes, probably a little bit longer, but friction in your steels, actually one on each side, go back and forth. So there's 3 different thicknesses on the friction springs. There's like the main clutch pack, you have the big thick EXP spring, and then you've got 2 thicker friction plates. Keep an eye out for those, because those go in front of that guy behind the pressure plate. These guys first, then these, or no. See, I have it laid out wrong. There we go. She'll go in like that. In between all these will be a steel.
Tag the video of product.
She is. Woo! Kind of a bitch. All right. Steel.
Oh God.
What?
I mean, make the guy a lot fatter and balding.
Get the plaque.
Yeah, I want that plaque. That plaque would be sick.
100,000. We're almost there.
We're almost there, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to tell him to tell everybody.
Where we sit right now, live update numbers, 97,394. And wait, the date is because this is not going to be the right time for you. June 25th. June 25th, 97,394. June 25th. I think, man, by the end of July, if we could hit 100,000, that would be sick. That's a lot of followers in 1 month. Like, we average like 1,000-ish, a little more. 2,666 members.
2,666 members.
Who's going to be the first one to break that number? Because that's not one we really want to have around, I don't think. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, let's get that one moving. But, man, we're almost there.
We got some minis, and we're quiet. How you guys doing?
Torque spec is, look it up in the instructions.
If you haven't seen that video,
Just like that, she's got a whole new clutch in her. Final step, don't forget, clean up your mess. Your dad will yell at you. He already yells at you for everything else you do. You might as well make him happy one time.
all right, this is where we are. Clutches as far as it can go because we got a dark horse compensator coming for that side. I don't remember if we put a Mueller easy pull on this side, like a ball and ramp setup. I'm almost positive we had to. We're gonna pop it open, we're gonna see. If we haven't put one in, we're gonna put one in. Whoa, wait a second. Let's pop it off anyways and look. But would a Mueller affect that weird clutch? It still pushes it the same distance.
Yeah, I don't
Is it
think
just
so,
less
'cause
of a
you're
pushing
just-
force because the ramp is shorter, or is it pushing the distance greater?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Let's see what's in there.
All right.
Those are mysteries. Those are mysteries we're probably gonna solve. When you change a Mueller, it's a ball and ramp setup. There's a ball, two guys like this. They got little ramps in them that the ball sits in. When it rolls up the ramp, it opens and closes. Well, it's just the ramp is shorter, so it opens and closes faster, basically. So you have less of a pull strength up on that guy.
No Mueller.
She got no Mueller.
She got no Mueller.
A Mueller takes like, I don't remember what, it's like 20 or 40% of the pull strength. Whatever it is, it's a shitload. All my clutches with a 10 over clutch spring usually are like this. Butter. I want butter. I don't want an arm pump. I want one finger and butter. And Mueller does that. With an elite lever, a Mueller, and a good lubricated, good quality cable, that is huge in how your clutch pulls.
It also turns your auto adjust into a manual adjust.
I don't like that. I love
Some
the
like
auto.
that, some don't, but yeah.
Oh. Well, how does the auto adjust work with this? This is made for an auto adjust bike, so I like the auto adjust because it's just always dialed. And dude, when you're stunt riding a lot and you're pulling on the clutch a lot and it's getting hot and it's getting cold, they fluctuate a lot, and it's kind of a.
Now, does the auto adjust change with the ramp difference on this ball and ramp that you were just talking about? Is that maybe why they go with a manual adjust? More mysteries.
Yeah, that does make sense.
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
Well, motherfucker, let's just make it. Well, that thing looks pretty cool too.
It does. It does look cool.
All bronzeish and sticking on the side. That would look cooler than that plastic shit. So, all right, I guess I'm going to be adjusting a clutch. Do we have one of those?
Fat baggers? No, was it fat baggers?
Yes. And they're made for an M8 because the
They're on the
M8
wall.
has a much longer stroke. What do we do with them?
on
I
the
know
wall.
we have them. This is that guy.
Is it? Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%ish.
So you could have an adjustment up there and down here? Or do you want to just leave the auto adjust and then use that as...
You set this dude at all the way 0,
Yeah.
and then you
Set the free
0
play with
lash,
this
0
guy.
everything, set the free play with that guy, and then this guy you can just tune from there a little bit. Mueller makes a hell of a great product, but holy shit, their marketing pictures are... It's like a weird He-Man kind of thing, and I think it's He-Man. It's German. We don't always understand each other. But it doesn't mean we can't all coexist. Well, that whole scenario that we just got all hyped about is fucked because this guy's way too long.
The factory ball and ramp setup. That's what KRUESI's talking about. There's little grooves here. These are the balls. And it just goes whoop, whoop, which pushes this guy in to your clutch on the other side of the bike via a huge rod that goes through the middle of the main shaft.
Fornicator.
Fornicator.
I was talking out my ass about using these cool cables because we don't got one that's the right length. These are way too long. They don't really make them any shorter than this. It's like a custom order thing because these are technically for baggers, but we kind of make them work on these. You know, hopes and dreams dashed. It ramps up faster, so.
OEM ball or OEM ramp, the Mueller ramp. Check out the whole difference.
Mueller's the only company that does it like this. The rest of them just have like some bolt-on bullshit that sticks out here like an arm extender. That stuff is junk. Don't use an easy pull unless you're going to use a Mueller. I've tried every one there is out there, and they're always just a pain in the ass. This is the only legitimate way to really soften up your clutch, and it gives more of a pop too. Like it's going to be more aggressive for stunt riding and anything, but it's just one finger. You got to use your whole hand to pull your clutch in. Man, sell that fucking motorcycle or redo everything because that shit sucks. We're going to put this dude on. Not because I want this, I love the auto adjust, but the ball and ramp comes with this, so I'm guessing they suggest this. And honestly, it just looks sick. It's just gonna be a sick piece hanging off the side of the bike. It's all billet and kind of goldish bronze. Like that color a lot. This over here, like this spring and this yellow thing's gotta come off, but
Here.
There's no way for it to come off. I'd have to just cut this fucking thing off and cut this spring off. I'm just gonna cut it off. Fuck it. If it don't work, I got other ones hanging on the wall. That's Bruce Springsteel right there. That muff is hard. I'm done waiting. Piece of German engineering. I will get on here. Go on. I'll have to cut it off myself. Yeah, I can't kill it. It's a machine. That's right. Authorized motorcycle shop. Okay. One piece of the puzzle. To-hoo. This guy goes like so. What's nice about the factory one though is it's channeled so this thing can't turn. This little doodad you got to get in here. All right, well, there's that guy. Wide open. There it is. Installed Mueller Easy Pull and that thing that looks cool. It's bronze and now I have to manually adjust stuff, which, man, that sucks. Industrial. It's been industrialized. Well, fork me, what else can we do? Sitting and waiting again, huh? Clutch is in the basket and lightly resting on the shaft there. We got a lot of things done on this. Right now we're just waiting on a whole lot of stuff. We got a bunch of powder coat and a bunch of different things coming, so we should be able to put most of this side back together next week. It's Thursday. I'm going camping. We'll be back on Monday. We should have this dude by then, I would think.
Yeah.
And enough to put this back together. We got a new outer primary. Old one had a lot of JB weld on it. It was pretty held together, pretty shitty, but we got a freshie. It's going on, and we can get all the foot controls, all that dialed. We don't have K-bars in stock right now. We're still waiting on the bends to get done, and then it's got to weld 200 of them up, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. We can put that guy on. We kind of got a lot of waiting right now.
It's a waiting game.
Next time you see us, the waiting will be over. KRUESIoriginals.com. Peace.
You probably behave back on there.
Don't hurt yourself. I'm so excited. I hope this thing doesn't
It says
suck.
to avoid sharp knives and objects when opening.
Oh, shit.
Push it back.
Jesus Christ, that's a teddy.
Yeah, now when you cut this guy, it expands quickly. Blow up. As soon as it hits oxygen, it's gonna go.
I think it explodes. Boom! Shank it accordingly.
It's actually really soft.
Put that boy out, man. Yeah.
It's smaller than it looks.
I know.
Once it blows up, it'll be bigger.
Oh my god, you're gonna.
It's a grower, not a shower, alright?
Yeah.
Give it some time, alright?
Still got the wrinkles in it. It's not fully there yet.
How long does it take?
Give it some time. It takes a little bit.
Yeah, go sit in that.
She's in a better spot. Wow, it looks like you sink to the ground. You're gonna fall asleep on that motherfucker.
Lean back. How sturdy is it?
Wait. It does get better. Here, catch. Catch again. Let's keep it going. Keep off the ground. There you go. Good job. Let's go. You got it? You got it.
I got that.
Come on, dog.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh no. Oh yeah, it does this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's it. If you want to know why we fell off of YouTube, it's because KRUESI got super comfortable on this thing and never got up again. We never saw him again. He stayed there and died.
The neck support is amazing.
Today is an exciting day, a day that a lot of you have been waiting for and have been bugging us about. This ST is finally done, and we got a super dope special guest. It's gonna be awesome.